I currently live in Texas. I've been there for 2 years, but I am Canadian. So I lived the majority of my life in Canada. I'm happy to be here. The Canadian market and the American market is very similar when it comes to like independent, even retail, it's all the same. Truss got purchased in 2023 by it's like a capital equity company. It's more so a corporation called Grupo Boticário, which is like the #1 corporation based in Brazil. From that, Grupo basically purchased Truss, and Truss is the first professional hair line that it has basically purchased within its entire line of brands, which I'll take you through that. So a little bit about Grupo. The great thing about actually being purchased out by a company like Grupo Boticário is the amount of resources we now have that we could scale and be where we need to be, from education, from sales, from all of that. So right now we're in that transition period. Anytime you get purchased out by a corporation, there's always I'm not sure if anyone has been through that before. There's a couple of years of just a lot of pain with growth and understanding the market, and then figuring it out from a corporation standpoint to a brand standpoint, but then it really does excel and it gets really good because the funds are there to get to where you need to be as soon as you justify it from a corporation standpoint. But the actual corporation itself is still family owned. It's like the owner is still like the father of the actual group, and he's still very active in it. They have a huge sustainability focus and people focus. So society, environment is all about basically what the corporation stands for. They're the third most sustainable beauty company in the entire world, the fifth best workplace for ethnic and racial groups, and one of the best workplaces for women, which I love. So they usually typically hire a man, and they'll hire a woman as well. So they have that balance, and even when it comes to wage, they don't look at female or male, which I love. Especially because they're bringing that to the US market. It's the same thing for us here too. Another thing about Grupo that I loved when I came here as well was they own 11 hectares of the Amazon forest for sustainability. They do really nourish it. I think they even extract ingredients, because all of our products are manufactured and pulled and created and everything in Brazil, which I think is such a selling point, to be honest, that Brazil has the most richest soils. There's so many different oils and plants and everything that can be extracted and harvested there, and we use that in our products, which I love. And you could feel it. So it started off as Grupo Boticário, which is like a bunch of retail stores that house almost like, what's a good one? Not really, more so beauty related, and it encompasses so many different beauty stuff underneath. Not like a Sephora, a bit different, almost like a Boots, but that's European, kind of like that. Then they go into a nonprofit environmental protection organization, and then they have a bunch of like banking, high-end beauty. Beliza is another retail, which is high-end, all high-end brands within that retailer. More so fragrances, so they have a big fragrance manufacturer. They work with Paris to create perfumes, skincare, and then here's Truss in 2023 as the first professional hair brand. These are some of the brands that they basically are selling, and as are the main distributor for these brands. So brands that you already have seen and you know very well. This is all Brazil related right now, and Latin market, so a little bit more so Southern America. So Truss has been around for 20 years. Emanuela was the founder of Truss. She expanded into the US market, I believe, under 10 years ago. I would say, I think 7 to 8 years ago, but started in Florida. And then Latin market kind of grew that a little bit. And it's great. It is loved by a lot of brands. They're really big with ambassadors and social. Before it was even a thing, then it became a thing where we actually had worked with and partnered with a lot of our, now that you see, our ambassadors to really grow the brand and foster the brand. So I still feel like that's still big in our DNA, is the whole educators and the ambassadors and the social presence, because I feel like we're loud on the social world. It's now navigating, how do we navigate that to actually purchases? How do we have the stylists know where to buy Truss from? A little bit of the story. So 2021 is when the brand was born. He went to color. The first workstation that encompassed all treatments for behind the bar. Yeah, then you get some tequila too. The back bar. And then 2013 was when we launched the Deluxe Prime launch, which is their #1 product, still is to this day. We went to lightning and then the whole perfect balayage, and we are really like the balayage and the blonding king or queens.
Yeah.
Our purpose is to fuel the passion of hair professionals with exceptional products, innovation techniques, and limitless inspiration. So a product guide, so it kind of takes you through, we do have a good amount of liters, including the gallon, which is like the basic gallon. We have treatments, the care, recovery, and the fusion. More shampoos and treatments and masks, basically for professional use, all behind the sink.
Do you have an updated version of that you can send us?
Yes, I actually just told them, could you please include the no metal, because it's not in this one. So as soon as they do, I will include that. And then we're launching more products for November, December, which you haven't picked up yet, but you will, which is like Blonde Revolution and developers. Are you picking up developers? Oh wait, yeah, when we pick up the color, that's right.
Well, I don't even think we had an update even when all the ultra shampoo, the ultra hydration and all of that, and the Deluxe Prime shampoos.
You're gonna get this, and then I'm gonna send you even more of a detailed PK too, as well, a presentation for that as well. We launched launching developers recently, which is great. That comes with the color. You guys are gonna pick that up early next year. Yeah.
Are we?
Yeah, we're gonna have a team. I think once you have
just gang up on them.
I will. I usually do. Him and Richard. Is Richard here? No. Richard loves us.
Well, good. It's a done deal then.
That's good.
The question is, does Steve?
He feels the same way as Richard. That I know.
Okay.
But I don't take anything to heart.
Oh gosh.
So it's okay. It's okay. I get it. And then home care. So we have styling. We know that we're lacking in the styling and like the finishing line. Brazil has like the best assortment of the finishing line. Like I love their stuff, except it has to meet the criteria for the USA to be like approved. So hopefully we'll get that going in 2025. I think we're launching some kits, masks, blah, 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 all that fun stuff. We're really blonding and treatments is the biggest thing really for our brand. Right now with education, we're gonna develop a whole new education team, which is like insane, but yes, we are. We're going to a whole new education route, which is good. It's necessary, it's just for the US. So they're going to work with the Brazilian team on what they have for education, and then they're gonna create it for the US market, and we're also gonna create our own information that's gonna feed off, that's like more so marketing material of how models look. Not that the models in Brazil don't look the same as the models here. Honestly, we're all the same. It's such a melting pot. In Brazil, it's the same thing as the US market. But we're gonna be able to create our own material from an education perspective too. So that will help. With that being said, I'm also I'm hiring 2 or 3 sales team members that are full-time, that are gonna be able to go in and work with you on the street. And then from that, you could book them in to do the mini PK trainings with these salons that need it in English. From that, we're also going to be booking and creating education. So regular, not ambassador from our community, but actual just regular educators that are going to go in on the road with you as well. So this is all going to happen. I've been pressing for it like real hard because that's key in driving the business. So it will happen. Even with my team that I'm going to be creating, I actually want them to come from a hairstylist background. I want them to be sales and education. So when they're out with you, they could speak both lingo with you and with the actual end user. And from that, I'm also going to create a solo detailing program too with my team, where let's say you have let's say you have your schedule. I get it. You guys have your schedule. You guys are on commission. You need to make the money. But let's say you have like 4 accounts that you already went to before, and you're like, you know what, they just need extra love, maybe from somebody from Truss that gives them more TLC, where these particular sales team members will go in. So you'll let them know, hey, I need you at salon A, B, C, D for 2 hours. Go work with them behind the sink, so they could learn from you and your techniques and treatments, and then you don't have to be there at all. They do it on their own. So they'll help you sell. So they'll get the sell in world, and then they'll text you or message you as long as you guys are in contact, so they'll sell for you. So that's also what I'm trying to push to. Deluxe Prime, the number one product that we currently carry. It's a reconstructive product, great for chemical processes, so it really reconstructs the cuticles, adds lipids back to the hair, nourishes the hair, hydrates the hair. So you can use it, you could shampoo the hair, put it in, leave it in for 5 minutes, as you're doing something else, shaving or whatever, and then rinse. And then if you want, you could use your conditioner on top too, depending on how thick or thin your hair is. You could also use it as a leave-in conditioner. So spray, I would say less is more, because it is actually quite rich in ingredients, so less is more for all the brand. Actually, all the products in the brand are quite rich. There's a lot of natural oils and plant oils in the line, so it doesn't really need a lot. A little goes a long way. Stylist tip is, if your stylist is processing hair, let's say she started from the front and now she's moving to the back, and then the front has actually given the color that it needs, the lift that it needs, you could actually spray it in and it stops the processing of lifting as well. And if you want to play around with this product, feel free to do so. Amino is my favorite product. I actually love this product. So I don't obviously process my hair, there's no chemical damage, it's pretty boring. But I love it because it's so versatile, again, super rich. So less is more. It has thermal protection in it. It's a detangler. It has a nice shine to it as well at the end. And it has this amazing fragrance that you have to try the fragrance. It's so nice. It's just so.
I should make a cologne out of it.
Yeah, right? It's amazing. I love this product. For Zero, another great product that we currently have in our top SKU list. Also great for curly hair. So this particular product is like a frizz treatment. You could put it on dry hair, let it sit there for a little bit, 5 to 10 minutes, shampoo it out. You could use it after you shampoo. Yeah, after. Yeah, you put it on dry, wait like 5 to 10 minutes, shampoo out, conditioner, and you're done. Or you could do it in the shower, so you can shampoo your hair, spray it in for 5 minutes, leave it in there for 5 minutes, and then again, if you have thin curly hair, don't use a conditioner, it's hydrating enough. If you have thicker, coarser hair, you could have a slight condition. I wouldn't put a leave-in conditioner after the fact though, I would just leave it as is. Or if you have medium to thicker to coarser hair, you could put it in as a leave-in after the fact too. But spray from far. And again, less is more. Illuminate oil, you recently had this. Did you guys have time to play with this product?
I love it.
Oh, it's so nice. It's super lightweight, it's hydrating. So what it does is it actually diminishes odors. So I know a lot of our clients smoke, and that scent is nasty when you go back into your client. Or just whatever type of smell that may happen. Put it in from the middle part of your hair down to the ends. If you party or smoke other stuff, this is a great odor killer. So great product for that. Adds shine, and it also has thermal protection too. I love our lighteners for many reasons. I love that both of them actually have collagen in it. So it's really hydrating, it helps with elasticity, loss of elasticity, and really strengthen the cuticle as well. Another great thing about the lighteners is it's dust free. So if your client hates that scent, that really heavy scent, you feel free to open them too. It's not a heavy scent. It's not gonna irritate your client. I love that. So that's up to 7 levels of lift for that particular one. And then Air Libre, which is a freehand technique, again, collagen. And you know how a lot of freehand balayage lighteners are clay-based? Ours is not. Ours is, again, collagen-based, and that even has a little bit of beeswax in it to help with hydration in the hair as well, and loss of elasticity and moisture from the cuticle. So it actually helps really create, and it is a 2 to 5 level lift, so it's a slower lift, but it's way less damage to get the end result.
And so because it's no clay, it has to be used, does it have to be used in foil, or will it transfer?
Both, it can both, with foil,
So
without
what
foil.
keeps it from bleeding onto the hair? That's
It
underneath
doesn't, the thickness. The beeswax is the thickness of the consistency, but it doesn't lose it where it's too thick. Yeah, and sometimes what I found, we used to have a clay, and when you put it on, it would like saturate some areas and not other areas, so you would actually not have an even process.
I have people that just love those lighteners.
Yeah, they're really good. Honestly, I love them. Oh, and there's lots of blended oils in there too, to help with hydration. and being repaired. Finally, 8X is back in stock. Yay, back and gone, back and gone. So 8X, what is 8X? 8X actually has 8 benefits. So this is what you would put into your lightener. It doesn't even have to be a truss lightener. I would call it a bond builder because it's a little bit more than just a bond builder, but it really helps with texture of the hair and the application, increased stability, so it does not allow the cuticle to expand, reduces heating in the foil, greater protection for hair during lightening, provides hydration, detangles, has a protective film, extra shine. It does say use 1. I feel like 1 is too big. You could definitely use half of that in lightener. And it does not, so we've had a lot of stylists say, does it lose the consistency of the lightener? And in fact, the consistency, it does not, doesn't change it, doesn't add thickness, and it does not affect the longevity of how you would process lightening. So it's still the same amount of time. It doesn't increase the time. And then the Stop Damage No Metal line. Okay, this is actually a really, really great line. I just want to eat this line up. It smells so good. So definitely try it. Play around with it, smell it, even use it on your hand. You'll see instantly when you put it on your hand, it actually just like dissipates and it like totally goes right into your skin. So do the same thing with your hair without leaving any tacky or oily feeling. So this is the prevent, repairs, and protects. And you could use it before a chemical treatment, during, or after. It's all about cleaning out any heavy metals from the hair and hydrating the hair and adding more replenishment back after a chemical service or even before, so it doesn't actually interfere with a chemical service. So if your clients are near hard water, whether it's well water or whatever type of water, because our water is awful in Texas, for example, and it just leaves a nasty film on your head, or maybe through a lot of product use, like dry shampoo, because sometimes it takes them a while for it to come out. Really helps with that without being a harsh clarifying shampoo. It's nothing like that. So it's not clarifying. It's an easy absorbent with a magnetic technology to...
I'm sorry, magnetic technology?
Yeah, it's a new magnetic technology that basically, it's like little spheres that encapsulate the metal and then it dissipates. Basically is how it works. So the first is Stop Damage No Metal Protect Fluid, and this is the spray. So it removes heavy metals, it replenishes amino acids, color protected, and it's also thermal protected. How do you use it? So you could actually use it in the chair before starting a chemical process. Spray it in on dry hair and then start the process. So it doesn't interfere with the chemical or the lightning or anything like that. So it really creates a nice canvas. So when you start the chemical process, it gets the best transfer and the best results. And it can be used after, but I'll take you through that too after. The No Metal Shampoo.
I pass it?
Yeah, thank you. The No Metal Shampoo is just same thing. It has that magnetic technology as well. It smells amazing. And you, after your process, you would just wash out the hair using this particular shampoo. The No Metal Intensive Mask. So obviously, as soon as you're done a chemical treatment or lightening, your hair is now like damaged. So you really want to replenish with lipids, aminos, hydration, and that's when you would use the mask behind the sink. Leave it in for 5 minutes, I would say, and it just replenishes everything, and it still acts as a protectant for future heavy metals too.
So like it prevents, does it have a preventative factor?
The magnetic things basically stay on there, almost like a protectant.
Okay,
Yeah.
$20.
thank you.
Yeah, no problem. And this is a professional line only, no retail. So just for stylists. Yeah, sorry, what was your
For
question?
how long will that last?
I don't actually know. They did say, I think, a couple of weeks. A few shampoos, like 3 shampoos, 4 shampoos. So a couple of weeks.
What's a recommended charge for a service?
$15 to $30 for the whole service. So so I actually have a service menu up on here.
Okay.
I don't know if it's not working. Oh, maybe it is. Oh, perfect. Little video. how it could work. So putting the stop damage no metal protect fluid on first on dry hair, color, processing chemical, all that fun stuff. Wash 1 to 2 rinses. Tone, use the treatment 5-ish minutes, 5 to 10 if you need, and then finish off with the protect fluid. And it also has thermal protection. So again, it just gives you extra as a leave-in conditioner too.
I was just saying the 0 and 3 are the same thing.
Yes,
Oh,
yeah,
right.
yeah, okay, before or after, yeah. So before, just to start the process with a nice clean canvas, almost like an equalizer for the hair. So when you're using the chemical, it penetrates better and a nice evenness. And then at the end, as a thermal protectant, and then still protecting against damage, on heavy metals, and then still gives you the replenishment of amino and lipids.
So you're saying basically it's like a porosity controller?
Yes,
for-
before and
yeah,
after.
okay.
Yes, yeah. And then this is the service menu. So again, kind of takes you through what I just went through right now, but the pricing too with it. So the Protect fluid is 500 mil, but compared to competitors, we're double the amount. So our competition is 250 mil to 300 mil. Ours is actually double that amount. So up to 30 uses depending on the hair. So they took it as fine to dense to medium density, $15 to $30. So it would be technically almost $150 to $300 a week, which would be $7,800 to $15,600 a week with this protocol. Good. Was this a good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it good? Okay, cool.